Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken, and today marks the day that we were supposed to start the walls, the building of the walls, and also partitioning at Nasto's house. I'm coming live from Nyabanze here in Kenya, and I want to invite everyone. For the new viewers, I'm grateful for stopping by, and for my regular viewers, I'm grateful for the support. And today is also an extension of just sharing with you guys what we usually do. Actually, we've been doing this for the past few days, and we've been sharing the progress of the house. This is Nasto's dream house. It's very sketchy right now because there are still materials inside the house, and for those that have been following or for those that have not been following, those that are new, we had already done the foundation and put on the slab, everything. So today the materials that are around were supposed to we were supposed to build the walls, do all the partitioning, and it has posed to be very hard. It's not something new. I've been building not really building myself, because I'm not an engineer. I've been in a construction site for almost 2 years now, and it all started in this compound. We were building the house in front of the screen, and also the perimeter wall, and even the gate. So I've done so much in construction. I've learned so much, and me telling you guys that today we've had a very rough day. It's not something that I wasn't expecting, because that is the other side of the coin. You know, when you're building, most people think it's a walkway, like it's something easy. But today we've faced the other side of the coin, which is because when you are constructing, the first causes, because if you look closely, you will see some causes between. Let me just come close, so you will see the partitioning that is being done. Yes, so usually when you're doing that's usually the hardest part, because that's where you mark the windows, you mark the doors, because if you don't really begin at the initial stage of building, it will go up with a mistake. So today we've been doing it slowly, and there are few corrections that usually happen, because I can recall also when we were building for our parents, their dream on, when we were starting, actually, because we are still building. So when we were starting, we had to make some few changes. You will find maybe our parents want this part to be this way, this other part to be this way. So usually we don't rush, and that's the same thing we are doing today. We are not taking any chances. We are doing it to perfection. Yes. So this is the amount of work we've been doing since morning, and also apart from that, we've been collecting, not really even collecting, but transporting more bricks. So the first bricks we placed on the other side of the house, then that was yesterday, and today we've placed this one on this part, that one on the other part, so that the masons don't really trouble themselves walking left and right looking for bricks. So that was the main reason why we've decided to spread them all over the house, just to make work easy. And also the guys filled this veranda. This was the only part remaining from yesterday's work, because yesterday we poured the gravel inside the rooms, so we never managed to complete because of time. So today in the morning, the guy filled the veranda, and here we are going on or cruising nicely, because it's been a hell of a work, actually. So the masons were in their break. They were taking their late lunch, because they've been more consultation with the Nasto trying to also be in play, because he had to be around the whole day just to supervise and make sure that everything is running according to his plan, because the house started with this house is both Miss Flair's and Miss Flair and Nasto's idea. So Nasto, one of them, I mean, had to be around for today, especially today, because as I mentioned, building the first few courses is very crucial, because it determines where the doors will be, everything, where the wardrobes will be in terms of maybe the rooms, and what else, where the kitchen cabinets will be, maybe in the kitchen. So it's been hell of a work, but I know tomorrow it's gonna be easy, because once we are done with the layout of the few courses, now going up is gonna be easy and a little bit much faster than today. So for the new guys that are watching, this is the veranda I was talking about. So if you come from the veranda, there's a small corridor over here. You go on my left, no, on my right, we have the living room. Then that part is the dining. Then you see this corridor over here. It's very spacious. It extends all the way to the other side. So the dining hall, then obviously the kitchen on this left side. Then this partition you are seeing, small one, is the pantry. Yes. And because this is the veranda, there's an office over here, or a reading room. Then on the far end, we have the 2 rooms, and they are common washrooms. So the other side of the house, which is made, actually it's the whole part, that whole part you are seeing is the master bedroom. You can't really see it clearly because of the bricks and the blocks. It's really in a mess right now, but yeah, tomorrow they'll be built, because we have to carry them inside the house, then use them for building. And also we had to put this we had the wall pass. Yes, I'm seeing some wall pass over there. Yes, so I know most of you have also been watching majorities of building videos. So this one is very, very important. It makes a house very strong, and it's usually placed in the mortar. The mortar is the concrete part of the wall. Yes, this line. So those are the mortar. So it's placed horizontally. So whenever there's an earthquake, if a wall cracks, it doesn't pass the wall pass. It can't really go down straight. So if in case there's a major earthquake, the wall cannot split from up to down. So that the wall pass help with that. And also we placed I'm trying to look for the word. I don't know why it's going away. Maybe because I'm vlogging. It usually happens, but this black pepper you're seeing, how do we call them? I've just forgotten, but I usually know the name. So it's usually placed also underneath where there's the slab, to prevent water from seeping from the foundation up to the walls. Because if you don't do that, if you walk around in houses and you see the paints, because if okay, let me tell you signs of water seeping through your wall. Let's say you've painted your house, and if you see the paints, the wall cracking, it's like the paints are coming out. It's like it's washing itself out. So that's a sign of moisture that is passing underneath the foundation up the walls. So to prevent that, we use this black pepper over here. And yeah, so there's some left over here, because there's some places that have not been placed, like the front of this part of the veranda. Yes, this part. So because we've not started this part, I think there were a lot still gonna remain, but it maybe can be used later in anything else around the compound. So usually when you build, you don't throw things away, you just keep. Maybe someday you'll need them. Yeah, so I'm trying to recall the name, but maybe along the way it will come back. Yeah, so the Masons are now continuing their back from their little lunch, and yeah, hopefully the work will be done. For me, I'm hoping we reach the lintel very soon. So this one is called the Dam Coast. Yes. So I finally recalled the name. and there are usually varieties. So this one is a polythene one. There's another type of dam course that is usually it's a mixture of sand, tar, oil, and all they serve the same purpose. If you go to the hardware, they have the same price. The only difference is for this polythene one, if you want to buy it, it's being sold according to the number of meters that you want, while the other type that is made from sand, tar, oil, it's usually, I don't know how many feet or meters, no, yeah, I don't know how many meters it is, but it's usually fixed. So let's say, for example, if it's maybe 500 meters long, if you maybe wanted, maybe your house is 700 meters, you buy 500, then you go and also buy another 500, so they don't cut it for you. But for this one, you can buy a full one. For example, if it's 500, then they can cut 200 meters again for you. So that's the only difference. The price is the same. I think one is more flexible in terms of usage than the other. The other one is fixed, then this one is can be cut. Yeah, so the work is coming on nicely. They've done 2 courses for the partitioning, and because I'm seeing 2 courses of bricks goes along with 1 course of block. Let me show you. Yes, so for instance, this part, you see 2 courses of bricks for 1 course of block. So it goes that way. That's the very standard gauge for both bricks and blocks. So if there's also another gauge that you use 3 bricks for 1 block of stone. Yeah, so usually this one people use it a lot because it's the standard one. You only use one block for 2 courses of bricks. Yeah, so most houses are built that way, and I've never actually seen a house that uses a very large gauge. Neither have I seen one that uses a smaller one. So the standard one is easy for most masons to build with. They are comfortable with. So if you introduce another gauge is like size. If you use a different gauge, then now you'll have to kind of look for more specialized masons or an engineer or a builder. Yeah. So this is the work, how it's going on. Some of the bricks are also being dropped. Yeah, so they started early in the morning. They are still going on. It's almost 4 in the afternoon, but they are still transporting. Yesterday they transported up to around 5, but there I know they are almost completing, so probably they'll finish early. Yeah, so hopefully they finish. We want to do away with it. Actually, it was a 2-day job, so we don't expect them to come again the next day. So yeah, that's our hope. But if it turns out to be not what we wanted or expected, then there's no other way but for them to wake up tomorrow in the morning and maybe transport them. And if they do so, maybe they'll finish as early as 10 in the morning. Yeah. So I really like the color of the blocks, because I'm seeing some are I'm usually colorblind, but some are a little bit gray, some are brown, some are a little bit dark. Yeah, see, like this one. This one I think is a little bit dark. Yes, this one is brown. Yeah, I'm usually colorblind, so wow, the house looks nice, very nice. So the guys are using 2 courses of blocks. Then after 2 courses they place a wall pass. So that's how they do it. Most people do 3 courses of blocks and a wall pass. If you do the way they're doing, it means the house is gonna be very, very strong. So after every 2 courses of blocks, there's a wall pass passing through. Yes. So
mkono. Atatia mkono. Ndio natafuta bomba. Bomba kama hiyo. Na kubwa na hiyo tatu. Nataka.
the sun has decided to come out again, and I don't know the weather of how Nyabwanze is, but the sun comes and goes, and there's also some mild wind with a little bit of cold, and if you're not used to it, it can really maybe interfere with you. Maybe you can wear a sweater. I'm trying to fight it because I never carried a sweater while coming, because at our place it's kind of hot, so I was maybe thinking that the weather will be kind of the same, because the distance is like not really far away, like 60 kilometers apart. That's like at most 4 hours of drive. And yeah, you are over here. It's 5 late in the evening. The Masons are still working, and wow, you know, it's a lot of work. It's very a lot of work after work. You rest, then go back to work. And before we finish my video, I wanna say something that is, I think it's important to mention, because now I'm in Nyabwanze. What affects the villagers affects this family, and since I'm part of the family, allow me to talk it out. So I think enough has been said about the community, and especially Marwa, Dimwango, David Jr., we have Mayugno, and even Nasto, yes. So I think they are the most talked YouTubers that I know that are Nyabwanze, probably because they are having something going on at the moment. They share one common thing, which is they are building. all of them are building actually. And most people that are not over here think that maybe whatever they are doing, it's kind of easy. It's hard, guys. So for someone, that's why I usually try to say whatever I'm about to say. For you to see those people out there trying to diminish what's going on, it's so sad. And if you let it hit you, it will come very hard, especially let's say for Nasto or even Maro in general. If he was, I know Maro is he has put a shield. You know, it's a very strong man mentally, because if you go online, you'll see a lot of people trying to, some are even abusing him. And because I'm seeing whatever he's doing currently, I know for him to do that, he has put a very strong barrier. Yes, for him to do that, he has to have a very strong mind. So most people usually talk bad things, a lot of bad things, but I'm here to say enough is enough, guys. You should try and copy whatever they are doing, because if you want to be like them, try copy whatever they are doing. Try to be as hardworking as they are, as consistent, as humble as they are, and with time you'll also find your place within the circle. Or if you don't find your place within the circle, your time will come. People have their own time, people have their own ways of it actually, I think it differs. There are some people, their success differs. There's someone somewhere who maybe needs to breathe, because if you go to an hospital, they usually there are some people who buy oxygen. So there's someone somewhere else who just need this free natural air given by God, and they will see that as a blessing. There's someone like in our case now, there are people, because some people are building and maybe it's not working for them, so they see that as a blessing to some and not to them, forgetting that they are alive, they are breathing, they are healthy, and if they give their if they give it time and work hard, just like I've said, eventually, it might not be now, but it might be some few years to come, or days, or months, or even weeks, you will get there. So guys, enough is enough. Let's be humble as a community. I'm a visitor, but for you to see me speak it out, it's not something that it's good or pleasing to hear, I would say, because the same people that talk bad about Marwa or the community in general, about the developments going on, they are the same people living in this community, using the resources within the community. If I say resources, I also mean people. Yes, because in one way or another, if in one way or another, you will need your community members to help you in a way. Yeah, because Marwa is now building for Brian, and it's communal. There are some people who are even volunteering to go and help. So I think if you have that, there's no much resources. No, there's no much resource than the people around you willing to help you. There's no resource that can beat that, because time change, life, it's about up and down. In some period you'll be up, in some period you'll be down. So, and if you have people around that are willing to help you when you are at your lowest point, then I think you've succeeded in life. So for me, success, I think it's quite different, very different from maybe what people think. For me, it's not really building a house. It's all about having people around, people you can talk to, people who can rely on you, because if any day maybe you want to build, just like I've said, Marwa is now building. There are a lot of Masons over there that have an opportunity also to meet Marwa. Marwa has also introduced them to his friends, it's the audiences, and I know they are benefiting. Apart from their daily payment, they are also benefiting from the platform. Maybe at the end of the month they can go back home and feed their families, at least put food on the table, and so on, and that way life goes on smoothly. And if you don't do that, life will become very hard. And you know, we are in the village. Most villagers, I'm also a villager. Yes, I'm not a city person, that to say so or per se. So most of the villagers reason because there's a big world outside there, and if you fix your mind, you know, people usually say think outside the box. Thinking outside the box might means thinking outside the village, thinking outside the village mentality, like most villagers I see think. They think things are all about the village, and everything happening in the village is maybe the biggest thing that maybe can happen or will happen in their lives. So they are doing as okay, their lives rotate within the village, which is so sad. Yeah, personally I'm usually open-minded. I might do something totally not really opposite but different. Yeah, I think I'm usually open-minded. Sometimes I even, because let me speak in maybe in terms of vlogging. Sometimes we do construction videos. I've never traveled, but also sometimes I do just my daily life back at home, my routine. So I've never traveled, but hopefully one day, because you know, if you travel, that's when you get the chance to meet the outside world, different in culture, and with that it expands how you think. So probably, I'm hoping, that's a hope. It might not happen anytime soon, but I think I'll put it in my bucket list. Yeah, if I if I can't manage maybe to travel for a longer time, but at least I'll do it for the shortest time that I'll manage to do. So if imagine the community, the people are talking bad, just to, I think enough is enough. So with that, I think I'm gonna end my video. I'm not gonna talk much. Today's work is done. It's 5, so the Masons are preparing themselves to get ready and also go meet their families. They also have a life after work or outside construction. Yeah. So for those that are new, that have watched till this part, I'm so grateful for the support, for you watching till the end. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd be so much grateful. For my regular viewers, guys, I'm so thankful. Take care of yourself, and let's meet in my next video.